Have you ever wondered how a person becomes mentally ill in life? I want you to close your eyes really quick and think this. Have I ever become depressed? Have I ever been stressed? And at the lowest point of my life, have I ever tried to take my life away? Because you're not the only one in this world that has ever thought that. There is many people out there who are struggling with mental illness. Today I'm going to be informing you on how people struggle with mental illness and how they struggle with stress, depression, and at times suicide. I'm also going to be explaining how these three factors play a big role in mental illness. Stress is something that happens to everybody and it could treat people differently. A lot of people are able to cope with stress differently than others. Others aren't able to deal with it as best as others can. And it just varies on the person that happens to feel stressed that day. In an article in 2017 by the American Psychological Association, 3 out of 4 Americans reported experiencing at least one stress symptom in the last month. 45% reported lying awake at night. 36% reported feeling nervous or anxious. And 34% reported to fidget due to stress. As you can see, a lot of people stress in life, and it's something that happens to everybody, and no matter whether it's a friend, a family member, or even yourself, there's ways to cope with this, and not a lot of people are able to do it the same way as you will, or, other people are able to do it a different way. Not only stress is something that happens to everybody, but once you feel stress and you're not able to cope with it, there's another thing that comes to it, which is depression. Depression is something that happens, like I said, to people who feel stressed and who are not able to cope with it properly. It's really tough because not only do you feel down the whole day, you just feel like giving up. You just feel like not doing anything the whole day. You just don't want to get up from your bed when you feel depressed. Depression is really something big that happens to everybody. And if you know someone that's feeling depressed, talk to them, help them out in many ways. Encourage them to see life a different perspective because not everybody can cope from depression, especially those who are weak-minded. It also in the article that I've read by the National Institute of Mental Health in 2017, major depression disorder affects approximately 17.3 million American adults, or or about 7.1% of the U.S. population average 18 or older in the given year. So as you can see, a lot of people become depressed like I said, due to schoolwork that gives them stress, relationships with their partners that, aren't going well, or even just within the family and, they aren't living a happy life. That's why a lot of people are feeling this way, feeling down about themselves, and aren't willing to lift themselves from depression. Moving into my next topic could be very touchy because a lot of people won't understand this until it happens to them in real life. But I'm going to continue with suicide because after feeling stressed, depressed, and when you're feeling down so much that you are not able to cope with it, a lot of people feel suicidal and are willing to take their lives away so they won't feel that stress, depression, or pain anymore. It is really tough to talk about because, like I said, it's very touchy and I've experienced it before, and it's really tough to put to be in someone's head and think why would they take the lives of themselves. But in an article by the CDC in 2018, suicide takes lives of over 44,965 Americans every year. Just imagine that. 44,965 a month, a year. Sorry, that's a lot if you think about it, because that's only in America. That's not, that's not globally. That's only in America. Suicide is something that I said a lot of people don't take lightly, because they don't know what to do when someone is suicidal. They don't know how to communicate with the person. They don't know how to tell that person how to get better from it, because obviously suicide is, there's no cure for it. It's just, it happens to people, and they get it due to, like I said, stress in life, due to problems in their life that aren't able to be fixed. Well, they could be fixed, but not a lot of people are able to cope with it lightly. I would like to thank you for watching my video. And if you know someone who is feeling down, depressed, stressed, or suicidal, please talk to them. Encourage them that life is precious in many ways.